to anybody out there who actually goes, no, man, they're just going to it's a witch hunt. You don't believe in the Constitution or believe in America. If you believe that of a human being could do everything he did to this country, try to and commit treason and try to get his own vice president killed because he was just certifying an election that Trump lost by 7 million votes, you're not an American. You might as well just, look, start wearing a Putin shirt and go live there because you're not an American.
It's not a witch hunt.
Right.
If he's an actual witch. It's not if he's an actual criminal.
We found a witch.
We found a witch.
Exactly.
That's what he's done that's brilliant, though, is that, he's already laid the groundwork. He's already set it up. They've already, and it'll go on forever. Now, 58% of all voters don't trust that the election will be
63% of Republican voters still are 70. It's more than that even. 63 or 70% of people still believe that the election was stolen.
Flat out said that they don't believe that the 2022 election will be free from fraud if their candidate doesn't win. That was the question. If your candidate doesn't win. And that's what he's programmed these people to think now. And we'll never put that cat back in the bag. It's that part's
How much do you want to bet that they're going to say that these documents are forged on the other side?
I'm sure.
The Democrats have done it.
Well, the good news is
they're going to say it's because the election was fraudulent and they were trying to step in
and to
stop the steal. Basically, they have an answer for everything now. Used to, we didn't, but we do have to just address the fact that the Supreme Court just ruled against him 8-1, that he does not have any privilege, and the January 6th records from the National Archives are being released today to the January 6th committee.
Yep.
He fought all the way. He paid, or supposedly paid, those attorneys all the way. No, the RNC is paying his.
He raised $128 million to fight this from donors, and he used the donor money to pay for this court case.
But also
he lost
the
in 6 different
RNC
courts.
said that they were going to pay his court
and
fees
this is a
and his
stacked
legal
court.
fees.
Yeah,
Yes, by him.
And he lost 8-1. Do we know who the one was?
How is this not unanimous?
Yeah,
what in the actual?
I came into the
Based on the Nixon precedent.
Yeah, Nixon.
There's a precedent.
Yeah, the problem is I came into and I'm ranting and raving before you got here about, dude, he has to show all the records. What if they're just crayon drawings of cats and stuff? It's just weird, like cats with big penises and stuff. Like, what the hell is this?
Dumb
This is
doodles.
he just doodled the whole time. That's why he wouldn't call anybody. He's like, I do stick figures. Look at this. Even no one's ever seen a stick figure. And so who's the bet? Who's the bet? It was the one. I said it was either Kavanaugh or because Kavanaugh got a lot of money that we still haven't found out. I'm guessing it's Kavanaugh.
So far, though, Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Barrett, with the exception of obviously the abortion ruling, they've surprised us. They've actually gone with precedent. So, and they both claim to be constitutionalists. Who do you want to guess?
I'm going to say Kavanaugh. I would say Kavanaugh or Clarence Thomas. Or is it Gorsuch?
Kavanaugh. I would say Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh, yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Who is somehow linked to the insurrection, possibly legally, and would
in
not...
trouble. Clarence Thomas's wife, Clarence
yes.
Thomas.
So Clarence Thomas is the only one that said that he would have granted Trump the request to block.
Holy shit. Do you know what that means? That's obstruction.
Do you know?
That's literally if his wife, because his wife paid for all those buses to get people out there.
Getting all excited over things that'll never happen.
I know.
You're so cute.
You know what it is? I have hope.
You haven't completely lost hope, and I think that's really sweet.
I'm like, oh, they're going to get Ginny.
No,
they're not going to get Ginny.
It's never going to happen. She's going to say, which we already know, that she was helping to organize the peaceful protest of a fraudulent election. That so many people that she paid to bus to get there.
You owe me $10 too, by the way.
I didn't. I never made a bet.
You said, who do you bet? I said $10. I said $10. It's either.
Did I bet? Did I place a bet or bet against you?
If you say what's your bet, I said I'll bet you $10. It's this, and you went with it. You didn't say no. We're not betting. You owe me $10.
I never made a bet.
You owe me $10.
You're an idiot.
I'm going to slow mo the instant replay now.
No, in the car on the way here, I said, "What's your bet?" Like, as a figure of speech, but he's like, it's
Titus
a bet.
for the lose.
Come on, man.
See, in order for it to be a bet, I would have had to have placed a bet as well, right? Like I didn't realize that I forgot we compete in everything. My bad. I forgot.
So isn't there a weird case for obstruction then? If your wife was involved in getting the protesters to the riot, to the insurrection, and then you voted to hide those documents that maybe mention your wife, that seems to be obstruction.
Isn't there something that she shouldn't even have been involved in the first place?
Yeah, we're well beyond that.
What the hell? What?
No, she paid for 50 buses? It's crazy. It's like a lot of money. It's a ton of money. 5 buses, 10 buses of
I thought
people.
It was George Soros funded Antifa.
Yeah, they've kind of even backed off that too.
Okay.
You know why?
Okay.
Because all these guys in court, because so this is what's happened. They've been putting these guys in jail, and they're locking them up now. And as Ray said, criminal justice major. So I'm like, why is it taking so long? She says, well, they have to go through the crappy level guys first, the people that were trespassing, and they got home confinement. Mm-hmm. Well, some of those guys flipped on the higher ups that got them there. Mm-hmm. So now they got the higher ups, and the Oath Keepers guy, he's going down. The guy with the eye patch, Jesus, that dude. You got to put this guy's picture up. Wow.
His real name is Elmer or something like that. It was a great name.
Of course
it is.
Wow, of course.
He literally did a headshot picture of the scraggliest ass, ragged ass beard. Like it's like thin and not yours, not the healthy thing that you wear on your face. It's like, and he's got an eye patch and his hair, and he's like, and he looks, and you got to put it up.
Oh wait, it looks like a fucking like a potato, like an actual.
He
potato
looks like
head.
a potato. Yes, a potato head insurrectionist with an eye patch. And he thinks that's his cool look. He admits flat out. They're like, it's Antifa. And he's like, nope. He goes, there was no Antifa there. It was all true Americans. It was us. We were there trying to take the election back for Trump. And then everybody in the White House just went, fuck. Did he just...
This guy?
He just killed all of it.
If you're an Oath Keeper and that's the guy you're following, hey, man.
You know what? The weird thing is, at least, because the Oath Keepers are supposed to be like ex-military and cops and stuff.
Yeah, I just read that. They have to be.
At least he had the integrity to go, no, that it was us. We were trying to take the country back. Now, as misguided and wrong as the dude is, to have the integrity to not be like a punk like everybody else. I'm like, no, man, it was Antifa. Well, this guy's like, no, that. It was us.
Yeah.
Arr, it was us. Yeah. Arr, we did it. We were going to take it back. And if you're going to make me walk the plank, I will.
His name actually is Elmer Stewart Rhodes. He goes by Stewart Rhodes. He's a Yale Law School graduate.
That dude, the way he looks, put his picture up again. Holy crap.
Wrong.
Former U.S. Army paratrooper and former staffer for Republican Congressman Ron Paul. He's also a quarter Mexican.
Wow.
He's having identity issues.
Wow.
They don't,
and 10% pirate.
They don't have to be.
He's also half-sighted. That's quarter Mexican.
They don't have to be military or law enforcement, but it says 2/3 of the Oath Keepers are former military or law enforcement. 1/10 are active duty law enforcement or military.
Oh, that's not a surprise.
Still, that's not
a surprise.
Yeah, you know what's really bad about that? If there is a quote-unquote civil war or a country divorce that Marjorie Taylor Greene talks about, we have a quarter of current cops and military that are on that side already.
That we know of.
That's f***ed up, man. That means that we'll have people already infiltrated inside. Oh my God! If this goes but the good news is Russia's going to attack. We're going to be at war with Russia.
This is not
that.
good news.
Christ.
The good news is
Jesus Christ!
in Titus world.
I really hate that the Armageddon update. Again, I said again, it really turned into an Armageddon update. It was when Obama was president. It was such an opposite. It was satire. It was a joke because everything was fine. He was rebuilding the country. We saved General Chrysler. Things were getting better. We got healthcare. Now it's literally the Armageddon update. Welcome to the truth of the world.